got some new neighbors.
Bye.
Nitwit husband.
I brought you some food.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Are you always this unfriendly?
I am not unfriendly.
Okay, you're not. Every word you say is like a warm cuddle.
A Man Called Otto starred Tom Hanks. It was released late last year, and not many people saw it in theaters, but it's now available on streaming. When I talked with Tom, I wanted to find out what this very popular actor used as a model for himself as he was watching others. I never asked you this question. I'll tell you mine before I ask you yours. Favorite actors of all time, if you had to pick one, which is not fair. Mine would be Spencer Tracy, maybe. You?
Robert Duvall.
Yes.
Robert Duvall. I saw him in a small part. He was already Robert Duvall in an early Francis Ford Coppola movie called The Rain People, in which
I saw that.
you can almost see all the cast from that showed up in The Godfather later on, including Robert Duvall. But I have seen him in big roles and in small roles. And it's without a doubt, it's Robert Duvall. And yet there is something about, let me just say, his countenance and his presence in it. So much so that when I ended up rewatching To Kill a Mockingbird, who shows up is Boo Radley, the mysterious Boo Radley. When it came out, I said, I jumped out of my chair and said, my God, Robert Duvall was Boo Radley. And I got to meet him at some point because I was friends with, one of his families. And he was one of those actors that came out to LA in the early 60s, and they all lived close to each other in modest houses out in Burbank, all these guys that were in these early films, among them James Caan and what have you, all these guys that were really great. And I just thought to be a quiet presence in motion pictures, large and small, as Larry Hagan, in The Godfather, and also as the man in Tender Mercies, it's like, that man is never anything other than reflecting true human behavior in a moment where an awful lot of people like you to be bigger than life. He was only bigger in life because he was in a motion picture. Other than that, he was real life up on the screen. And that to me is the high country.
Him and Spencer, I agree. Tom, thank you so much, as always, for giving me your time. It's just a pure pleasure.
Patrick Stoner, there's not a lot of people on the list who are a pleasure to talk to about movies, but you are definitely on it.
Flicks with Patrick Stoner explores the craft and culture of filmmaking that enhance our communities for television stations and websites around the country.